impressed me so much.
As a small forward position, 6 feet, 7 inches, number 78, MP.
Greetings, folks. Thanks for and a chance to see the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. You look at the Clippers, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
Well, right now for Chicago, they have yet to slip up really this year. We're here in the middle of the season, and they've held strong. Now, I think you have to be happy about that as a player.
Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. Kawhi and Collins are the forwards. Harden pairs with Beal to make up the guard set. And it's Zubac in at the center, locking down the middle. And for Chicago, Giddey is the 1 with White by his side at the 2. Buzelis out there with Nikola Vucevic. And it's MP in at the 3. And Grant, just the other day, MP recorded the first triple-double of his career.
Yeah, he put on quite the display, B.A., doing everything he could for his team. MP is extremely talented. I'll go out on a limb and say that won't be the last triple-double of his career.
Around the middle part of the year, Clark, how much are these teams looking to the future?
Well, it's hard not to. I mean, it's human nature to kind of look ahead. Coaches and players that are leaders on their respective teams have to keep themselves and their teammates in the moment. And that's part of the coach's responsibility, I think.
Now here's MP. His last outing, he had 18 points.
Quick decision-making by MP. I love how confident he looked taking that shot.
Pass to Harden. The 3 is up. Here's Leonard. And terrific work on the offensive glass as he picks up the deuce.
If you don't box him out, he's going to make you pay.
And here's MP. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Zubac. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I caught up with head coach Billy Donovan. We talked about Kawhi Leonard and how much his experience plays a role. He mentioned when you have a guy like Kawhi, you can take one aspect of his game, but he's so skilled and experienced that he will find another way to beat you. They've got their hands full with the vet. Brian, back over to you.
As always, Allie, we thank you. MP, that one's good.
You know, they'll take the points, but I'm sure coach would prefer a higher percentage look next time.
And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Hey, guys. This past summer, Chris Paul returned to the Los Angeles Clippers in what I'm told could be a farewell tour with the team. And he's joined up once again with James Harden, and Paul spent a large portion of his decorated career with the Clippers. If this is truly the final ride for Chris Paul, guys, it's very fitting to have him back home in Lob City.
A future Hall of Famer, no doubt. All right, Shams, thank you for the report. Here's Leonard after the basket by Chicago. And And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. MP against Leonard. MP right side. 6 to shoot. No good with the triple. The Clippers trail. Here's Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
Nice move that time by Kawhi. I think he surprised the defense there.
1:57 left in the first. Pass to MP. Launches it. They get the rebound.
The green light they gave him early should probably turn red. He needs to get others involved.
And Collins with the slam.
Yeah, just a nice show of force by Collins, taking it all the way to the rim and flushing it home.
Here's Buzelis. Now Vucevic. He's guarded by Zubac. Oh, another miss by MP.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of a slump.
Leonard's shot's good.
Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. For Chicago, Smith, he's checked in for Buzelis. And Will. Going with an almost entire new group here. Collins, he's checked in for Nikola Vucevic. Buzelis comes in for Smith. MP's checked in for Williams. And Okoro is subbed in for White. And the Clippers will go for a different look here. Brook Lopez is checked in for Zubac. John Collins comes in for Jones. Council, he's checked in for Leonard. And it's Beal in for Harden. And so in the game for the Clippers, it's Collins at power forward with Lopez at center. Bradley Beal's out there with Chris Paul. And it's Council in at the 3 slot. The Bulls trail by 4. MP outside. From outside the arc. MP drills the 3.
And the 3 ball is just another way that MP can hurt you.
Collins outside. Back to Paul. From downtown, he's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
They are shooting nearly 50% from beyond the arc, and their confidence is growing.
Giddey passes to MP. The 3 ball. Rebound by the Clippers.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Pass to Lopez. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Off with the layup. And here's MP from outside. Again, MP missing.
He's letting it fly, but the results just have not been there.
Here's Council. Still no points. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
And amidst the tall timber, he's right at home. Extremely comfortable. Lopez getting it done.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Nets just played phenomenal. He picked up 18 points, and that's not to mention the fact that by the end of the night, he had a triple-double. He was locked in all night long. We'll see if that focus carries over into this game. Guys?
Oh, great stuff, Allie. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this one. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
Here's Buzelis. Coming off a terrific game against Brooklyn. Back to MP. A minute 35 left in the first half. Good on the bucket.
Oh, MP. He got that tweener working.
Pass to Harden. White with the steal. A minute 6 left in the second period. Launches a 3. And MP gets it to go on the assist by White. MP's got 8 here in this quarter. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Chicago with the ball. They've gone on an 8-0 run.
And the defense has to offer more resistance. Can't let guys like Buzelis get this close to the rim.
And so it's Paul who brings up the ball for Los Angeles. Trailing by 4. And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. For the Clippers, Ivica Zubac comes in for Lopez. And it's Bradley Beal in for Chris Paul. Harden surveying the D. Beal outside. From deep. Chicago with a rebound. And this is a very difficult team to beat right now. 13 straight wins.
Just a fun team to watch when you get right to it. I mean, the way they're executing at both ends of the floor, it seems like they're getting better each game. Communication, ball control, ball security, defensively. They are very adaptable, and we've seen how they adjust, always learning and constantly tweaking the winning formula. They are definitely shooting it well from beyond the arc right now.
Stolen by Harden. For the finish. Blocked. They get it back, and it's good.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed. To review the play.
Have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got it off in time.
And there's really plenty of time remaining in this game, so you want to make sure the right call was made.
Yeah, anything can happen. I mean, they want to get the call right, and the league is taking steps to speed the process with the Replay Review Center and Secaucus queuing up the footage for the officials.
And so it's MP making things happen for Chicago. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
And we welcome you to halftime. First order of business, time to take stock of the All-Star voting.
At times in the past, we've teased the fans for how they voted. But it's not easy, man. There's a lot of talented guys out here. I love to see who's leading so far.
Don't give them too much credit, Kenny. Some fans know what they're talking about, most don't.
Now let's take a closer look at that tight first half for the Chicago Bulls.
We often talk about efficiency on offense. They were the winners in that department, guys.
I like how efficient you were with that analysis, Chet. Well done.
Yeah, instead of rambling on like usual.
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
And when it comes to taking an offense out of its rhythm, what are some of the primary methods, Grant?
Well, B.A., you have to disrupt their flow. That can come from steals, deflections, block shots, even change shots. Anything that makes them feel uncomfortable.
Giddey is the one with White by his side at the 2. Buzelis out there with MP. And it's Vucevic in at the center position. That's the group for Billy Donovan getting going here in the second half.
Leonard bounces off the floor fast, and when he throws it down, you can feel that force.
And here's MP from outside. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Giddey. MP's got 19 points. Clippers trail by 8. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. John Collins becoming a knockdown shooter. He said, I think I've always had the ability to shoot. I'm just feeling it for free right now. My teammates are doing a good job of finding me in the spots that I like, and I've worked on my shot a lot, and I'm sort of settling into it. Brian, back to you.
Very capable. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Los Angeles has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Well, Grant, you look at James Harden's capacity to generate offense. He is still at an elite level.
Yeah, a virtuoso with the rock. Even as he slows down, his ability to change pace keeps defenders off balance and creates for himself and others. It's just a thing tomorrow play.
Beal outside. And he's going for the lob. White on the wing, pounded by Beal. And that one's good. Giddey.
That would be 4 in a row for him now as they have come racing out of the gate to start this second half.
Clippers trail by 11. Pass to Leonard. From the high post. Oh, that bucket gives him his 7th field goal in 12 tries.
I like Leonard's shot right there. He's very comfortable from that distance.
Chicago has gotten all 3 from downtown so far in the second half. MP outside. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Giddey. Giddey's got 7 assists in the game. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. MP against Leonard. Over MP. Off target on the 15-footer.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Just 5 on the clock. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And a quick look at how the Chicago Bulls schedule is shaping up. On Thursday, they'll be matching up with Anthony Edwards and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Then on Saturday, they'll be facing Jason Tatum and the Boston Celtics.
And looking at the Lakers matchup, they obviously have the upper hand coming into that one. But don't expect a blowout. It could turn into a real battle.
And the Bulls making a change here. Carter's checked in. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Ball's checked in. Pass to MP. Fires the 3. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
MP's been the catalyst for them tonight. Solid leadership from this young man.
Zubac with a screen on White. Beal against White. Beal, the pass to Paul. Zubac with a screen on Carter. Count it. Good. Paul's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Paul is superb in the pick and roll. I mean, once the screen comes, he's really good at taking what the defense gives him.
White for 3. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got his 4th rebound in this one. Beal, the pass to Leonard. Throw it down, Kawhi.
Another big night in the career of Kawhi. What a devastating player he is. Fun to watch, too.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Gets the 3 to fall.
That's his 3rd triple of the night, his 2nd since halftime.
So on the floor for the Clippers, it's Collins at power forward with Lopez at center. Chris Paul out there with James Harden. And it's Jones in at the 3, the small forward.
Well, his scoring has helped them build and sustain this lead. Now he's trying to close it out.
Fires from deep. And Harden gets it to go on the assist by Paul. Paul's got 5 assists tonight.
You know, we've seen a much different version of him in this half, guys. He's been sharper, more focused, and more assertive.
Jones from outside. Williams grabs the board. Chicago leading by 10. Puts it up from 15, and it's good. Off the back rim and in. MP's got 33 points.
Yeah, great find by Giddey, a tall guard who sees the floor so well.
And timeout called by Ty Lue. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Ellis checked in for Chicago. White comes in for Okoro, and then for Los Angeles, Ivica Zubac checked in for Lopez. Leonard comes in for Jones, and it's Bradley Beal in for Paul. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
During that last break, Coach Tyronn Lue had some advice for the team. He asked his team to take in the moment, saying, this is what it's all about, guys. This is why we work so hard and why we love this game. Embrace it. Back to you guys.
Thank you for that, Allie.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
From downtown, connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Clippers trail by 12. Up top, Beal. He's guarded by White. Rebounded by Vucevic.
No matter how good you are, it's tough with the defender draped all over.
MP. No good from 3. And Harden's got the ball here for the Clippers. Here's Beal. It's good.
You know, the unselfish attitude Harden has helps his team. Awesome at moving the ball.
Bulls leading by 10. MP! He's off from 3.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And it's Beal penetrating. Now Leonard. Oh, a great move.
Oh, it has been a huge night for Leonard. The skill is obvious, but his strength is what makes him hard to defend.
MP with it. He's picked up by Zubac. Leonard there for the rebound. Clippers trail by 8. Now Beal. Spins. Oh, he goes to the glass with that one.
Yeah, zero fear in the clutch. Beal has seen everything in this league.
From deep. Money from 3.
They're leaning on him heavy, and he's responding. He can carry the load.
The Clippers running out of time. Vucevic with the steal. Here's MP. Takes a 3. Zubac pulls it down. There's 48 seconds left in the 4th. Harden fires. Knocks down the trifecta.
And you know the ball's going to Harden when the game's tight. Terrific at delivering and producing down the stretch.
And that's an intentional foul. Chicago with the ball. And he commits the intentional foul. And no good as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second.
You know, it's no secret that MP is a confident guy. But what I really like is that most of the time he lets his play do the talking for him. Things aren't looking good here. I mean, they need points and they need a match.
It doesn't look good, even with the quick bucket here.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock.
Huge size disadvantage for the defense. Might as well just get out of the way.
And here's Beal.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Yep, I agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
Giddey scanning the floor. Here's MP. Puts up the tray. Good. Another from 3. Woo, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
The BA, he's on fire.
So it's the Bulls winning this one easily. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, BA. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Clark.
game, MP.
You know, when you break down these teams, Greg, they are excellent on the defensive end.
Yeah, so let's give credit to their coaches. They prepare their teams well, motivating their guys to give that consistent effort.
A look at the Bulls starting lineup. At the guards, it's Giddey at the 1 with White at the 2. Buzelis out there with MP. And it's Vucevic in at the 5, roaming the paint.
With his soft touch around the rim, Buzelis should score a lot of points in the paint over his career.
The Timberwolves working the ball around now. And McDaniels, here we go.
And he just punishes the D for falling asleep at the wheel.
A little disorganized that time, and the result, 2 points in the loudest way possible.
Yeah, sometimes aggression can overcome certain offensive limitations. You saw it right there.
And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Edwards looking it over. A 3 for DiVincenzo. Good on the three-point shot.
Well, we know DiVincenzo loves to shoot the long ball. The defense, you've got to be there to contest.
And here's MP for 3. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And how about the payback there, guys? You do you, I do me.
Oh, you love to see the competitive fire. A little bit of pride at stake.
Bulls have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, a new ownership group taking over for the Timberwolves. There remains a commitment to continuity on the basketball side. And while creating a replacement for the league's second oldest arena is a priority, they made it clear their commitment is to remain in Minnesota.
You'll love to hear it. All right, Shams, we thank you for the report.
You can see MP just looking to continue to refine that three-point shooting.
Here's DiVincenzo. Last time, 14 points for him. Reed gets the bucket.
The wheel come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
From past the arc. The shot by Buzelis, no good.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And again, it's Minnesota converting.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Bulls trail by 6. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks a lot. Rudy Gobert talked about his objectives. He said, my goal is to be the best defender ever. And now my only focus is to win a championship and keep impacting my team. Keep trying to make my team the top defense in the league. I think that's the best measure of an all-time defender. Back to you, Kevin.
He can lock it down. Okay, Allie, thanks. Pass to Buzelis. To the paint. Here's Vucevic, and slam dunk by Vucevic.
Vucevic knows who he is. This guy is a close scorer, a legit threat to finish it with authority.
Timberwolves leading by 7. Outside Edwards. DiVincenzo with the screen for Edwards. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. The Bulls have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. A 3 from MP. Here's Vucevic. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Nikola Vucevic has averaged double-digit rebounds for the vast majority of his career. You want him to get to work on the offensive end? No problem. This guy has absolutely owned this quarter. This is how you lead by example.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Edwards passes to Ingles. Count that one. Ingles has got the lead up to 14 now for the Timberwolves.
Now this is where Joe Ingles is gifted at realizing when he should go up with it. Really good timing on that shot.
Taking a look at the Bulls. We've got Buzelis. Carter out there with White. Then it's Collins. And it's MP in at the 3 spot.
For a guy who's known for his perimeter shooting, that is a great look.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
What a response from Anthony Edwards. If you make a 3, he wants to come right back at you.
MP finds White. The 3 from MP. Will not drop. He's shooting 3 for 8 and not happy about it. Pass to Edwards. Shoots over White. A 3 for DiVincenzo. And it's White with the rebound. Bulls trail by 14. Lets it go from deep. Another miss by MP. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Timberwolves. Following this one, they get to host the Warriors. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. Back to Edwards. Shoots from 12. And the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Chicago has gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. The 3 from MP. The 3 is pure from MP.
And this is why you got to be all up in MP's airspace, even as the pass is coming his way.
An efficient score, Kobe White, effective with or Greg without the ball in his hand.
And that's a rare quality. A guard who can break you down off the bounce, but also willing to give it up and then zip to an open spot. It just makes him so difficult to defend.
And here's White after Anthony Edwards made that last 3-pointer. And he makes that one.
And a solid playmaker. White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Los Angeles was a man on a mission. He had 43 points, and he was locked in from deep. But when hasn't he been? And he was huge for them in that one. Talking to his coaches pregame, they hope he can repeat that performance with another one here tonight. Back to you.
Nice work there, Allie. Thank you. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
One of the things I like about this guy, he's able to up the intensity whenever needed, and players really feed off his energy.
The 3 from MP, and rebounded by McDaniel.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Here's Edwards. Makes it off the glass. Edwards got 21.
I think his teammates understand that Anthony Edwards has every aspect of his offensive game working, so let's make sure he's got the basketball.
And the Bulls with another miss.
Gosh, it feels like he's pressing a little bit, and obviously playing from behind doesn't help.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Buries it from three-point range.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Giddey kicks to MP. They need this. A shot missing. It'll count. No good. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Timberwolves ahead, opening up a huge gap. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
We're talking about the Suns.
Did you miss?
Well, right now for Chicago, they've gotten comfortable in this number 3 spot on the board, Ernie. I mean, to be honest, that seems like the right.
Now let's talk about that first half. What an impressive performance for the Timberwolves.
Who needs them?
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
It's something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, what he did was sustain it throughout the first half. He ran the offense to absolute perfection.
So, Greg, you played in the league over a decade. What's the toughest thing about being a pro basketball player?
Lots of things. To me, it's just keeping your spot. Every year, there's just so much talent coming in. So holding on to a place on the roster, and that can be as difficult as anything.
The wingmen, Edwards and McDaniel. Rudy Gobert is out there with Reed. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Really nice decision-making by Anthony Edwards. If you're going to play in the NBA, you've got to read off pick-and-roll action.
Pass to MP. From outside, off the mark.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And Edwards slams him in.
Boy, his scoring has been a huge part of their success here. But this is not new, right? We come to expect this every night.
It's White on the wing. That's good. And so Giddey with the assist. Giddey's got 4 assists in the game. Outside, Reed. Over in the corner, McDaniels. No good on the triple. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. MP outside. A three-pointer is right on target. MP's got 15 points.
Boy, nice pass, a little ball movement, a little player movement. That's how you play this game.
Pass to Edwards. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Shoots the 3. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last 3, but it just wasn't in the cards.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. A moment now to check out who's leading in the All-Star voting.
And a lot of fans and players interested to see how this thing all turns out.
And you look at Edwards. He has a huge vote total right now. Number 3, in fact, among Western Conference players.
And looking more and more like he'll be a starter. And that's really a tribute to the work he's put in this season. He's earned each and every one of those votes.
And keep tuning in for updated results. You can visit NBA.com for more. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. The Timberwolves coach, Chris Finch, said, "We're a team based on movement, cutting, and fluidity. That burden also falls on Anthony Edwards to move and accommodate his teammates. For his part, Ant said his focus is being what the team needs me to be, a leader by example, and showing them that I'm coachable." Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot.
Well, we know Rudy Gobert is going to go down as not only one of the greatest defenders of his generation, but of all time. Just look at the number of times this guy has won Defensive Player of the Year. He is a force to be reckoned with.
And Gobert drops them both. And a 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert is improving his perimeter defense as well, Greg. It's helped his overall game.
Yeah, teams have looked to pull him outside and test his lateral quickness. But I tell you, he holds up better than you think, and we know his presence at the rim.
Buries the long-range jumper.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Pass to MP. And that comes off the assist by Giddey. MP's got 6 here in this quarter. McDaniels. And finished off by McDaniel.
Oh, such an impressive athlete. Mr. McDaniel sends it in.
Now Buzelis. Good on the triple. Buzelis has got his second bucket tonight.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
To the inside. And finished off by McDaniel.
We understand he's the leader of this offense. They look to get him the ball every chance they get.
Giddey with it, still without a basket. Down low, here's Buzelis. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
That's just MP reading the defense, going through his progression, and making the right play.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Joe Ingles is checked in for Gobert. And it's Mike Conley in for Edwards. The Bulls also changing it up. Zach Collins comes in for Nikola Vucevic. And it's Okoro in for White. Now here's DiVincenzo. 9 points in the game so far. The wide open look here for Ingles. A three-pointer, no good. Chicago's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Pass to Buzelis. From downtown, Reed with the rebound. Reed's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. There's McDaniels. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Now, Jaden McDaniels is a guy who will embrace physicality. Does a nice job drawing contact.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Timberwolves.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
Boy, the long ball has been another point of emphasis.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. From outside the arc. Rebound, Minnesota.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him that he's up off the three.
So for Chicago right now, Smith is out there with Vucevic. Then it's Okoro. Then it's MP. And it's White in at the point. And here's MP for 3. And again, Chicago. No good. And so Conley will bring the ball up for Minnesota. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Pass to Miller. Here's Shannon. In the corner, Dillingham with it. His three-pointer's off the mark.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Connects from three-point range. MP's got 9 points here in the second half.
Oh, pull up on a dime. MP doing work.
Conley against White. Out to the wing. Now Ingles, 6 to shoot. Conley for 3. Doesn't go that time. Bulls have gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Conley, the pass to Shannon. To the middle. Here's Miller. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long. I'll tell you, that's one he typically will make. The defense gets away with one.
Back to Miller. Pass to Shannon. Now, here's Ingles. And every team is trying to ward off or recover from injuries. So, Doris, how much separation is there with regards to team training staffs?
Now, this is a great question, Kevin, and I think one of the things it highlights is how important every member of your staff is, from your head coach to the assistant coaches down to the training staff. An 82-game season will challenge any medical staff. They are invaluable to your organization.
Minnesota's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Pass to Miller, back to Ingles, out to Conley. There's the triple. Rebound by Smith. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. White dishes to MP. Puts up a 3. Traps in the tray.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from 3-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation.
What's up?
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Inside, Baron Jay.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Dorisburg, Greg Anthony and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in tonight. We'll see you later on.
to a scene in Global Sports Experience. We therefore thank you for refraining from any disruptive behavior.
Welcome and thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports as we get ready to go with our Saturday night presentation. Brian Anderson here, with me, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. A lot of the talk coming in focused on the backcourts, Richard. Both teams have outstanding guard play.
Yeah, and that means we should see some creative offense. Expect good ball movement, but either team, when they have a chance to push it, they will.
Looking at the starting five for Boston. At the forward spots, the talented pair of Brown and Tatum. Derek White out there with Anthony Simons. And it's Boucher in at the 5, down low. White on the wing. Here's Tatum. And no good to start the night. Missing his first attempt there. And it's the Bulls' ball. From deep, MP hits the trifecta.
You see the foundation of a real long-range threat. Now MP just has to keep developing those skills.
Brown passes to Boucher. Nice ball movement by Boston. The 3. And Brown gets the 3.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
MP no good. MP's gone 1 for 3 on the night. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Just a bit ago, Billy Donovan and I were able to chat. I asked him if there's anything in particular they can do to keep Tatum's production at bay. He mentioned, well, the playmaking ability is what hits you first. His skill is something we're going to have to slow down, and we feel we have a good plan defensively to do so. A plan is a good start. We'll see if they're able to execute. Back to you guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Boucher, no good.
Slow start, 1 of 4 to begin this game.
MP outside. Count it. His 3rd and 5 attempts.
Scoring well this quarter, picking up steam as he goes.
Boston's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. And Boucher, the bucket on the assist by Tatum. And so here is Chicago. It's a 3-point game. Well, Richard, some stars are the system, but Jason Tatum is often admired as a selfless system player.
Yeah, Jason enjoys being a piece of the greater puzzle. He doesn't have to have everything run through him, and I know that makes his teammates happy. Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
This one for 3. Boston pulls it in. Simons finds Brown.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Shot clock at 5. Takes the 3. The shot won't fall. Bulls leading by 6. MP scanning the floor. Here's the 3. Jaylen Brown with a rebound. For Boston, they've gone 2 for 7. A sluggish start. Stolen by MP. White on the wing. And we've got 1:18 left in the opening quarter. MP, that one's good.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Williams has checked in for Buzelis. Boston also changing it up. Cadis checked in for Boucher. Hauser comes in for Tatum. And it's Peyton Pritchard in for Simons. Poke loose. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by White. And now it's time to take a look at who the top rookie passers were over the last month. MP 3rd.
I really like how he sees the floor. A selfless distributor who enjoys hitting those guys in their spots.
We've got 1:08 left to play in the first quarter. Outside, Brown lets it go from deep.
Yeah, a really rough opening quarter for them in terms of shooting.
Okay, let's just say it. This has been an ugly quarter for him. Not quite a break of mirror ugly, but it's getting there.
White with it, now guarded by White. And here's Brown for 3. And it's MP with a rebound.
Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
Buries it from 3. MP's got 17.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
And each year, it seems Brown keeps getting better at shooting the ball, especially from the mid-range.
Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. A nice shot by MP.
Now, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Williams passes to MP. Williams, a screen on Brown. Back to Williams. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good!
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
He didn't even look worried.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls liking their chances, ending the quarter with a... Buzelis is checked in for Smith. MP comes in for Williams, and it's Josh Giddey in for Carter. And the Celtics also making a change. Simons is checked in for Minot. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. On the wing, MP. The 3. Nice shot there, making him 8 for 13.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been 3s.
Josh Giddey out there with Okoro. Then it's MP, then it's Buzelis, and it's Collins in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. The crossover. Nope, another miss. 0 for 2 to start the game.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Minnesota was a man on a mission. He ended up with 26 points, and he made a significant contribution from beyond the arc, as usual. It's the latest entry in what's been a string of fantastic games from him. We'll see just how long he can go, guys.
That's good stuff, Allie. He was aggressive in that game. Really took initiative.
He really made an impact, and he'll be looking to repeat that kind of performance again tonight.
I completely agree. They should go to him early. If he gets hot, I think another big game is coming.
Pritchard against Giddey. White with a screen on Giddey. Three-pointer, Pritchard. Chicago grabs the miss. They led the game at 1 point by 20. They come into this one following the loss to Minnesota.
It was poor efficiency scoring the ball. They needed too many attempts to get their points.
Yeah, it looked like they were settling out there, not moving the ball enough to generate the type of shots that they wanted.
Pass to Hauser. Back to Simons. And here's White for 3. Buzelis grabs the board. Now here's Giddey. Collins outside. Here's MP. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. MP's got 7 points for the quarter. All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, with teams seeking switchable defenders, there's a specific player type that could be losing value, those smaller scoring-minded combo guards. You think of the Cole Anthony, Colin Sexton, Jordan Clarksons of the world, perhaps not as sought after as before with teams looking for positional size and versatility.
They'll be challenged for certain. All right, Shams, thanks for the report. Vucevic, he's checked in for Chicago. White comes in for Okoro. Boston also changing it up. Minot's checked in for Queta. Jason Tatum comes in for Hauser. And it's Brown in for Derek White. Boston has gone just 1 of 6 from the perimeter here in the second. Pass to Minot. And Tatum with the basket on the assist from Brown.
Not just being selfless, but also smart with the ball. Brown is able to find the best guy for the right shot.
To the inside. Here's Vucevic. Lays it up and banks it in. Vucevic has got this first bucket of the night.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots. Pass
to Brown. Tatum looking it over. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Three-pointer. The rebound by MP. Bulls leading by 22. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Fades and shoots. And Chicago again with a bucket.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
Here's Tatum. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Tatum just has too much bounce right there. Better be careful. You're trying to stop that.
Pass to MP. Crafty move. The shot's good on the assist by Giddey. Giddey's got 4 assists now tonight. And so it's MP making things happen for Chicago. And he's hit 8 3-pointers. Strong shooting performance in this one. Back after this.
You can almost taste All-Star Weekend. The celebrations on and off the court. Shaq, you know all about that. Let me hear some memories.
And now, how about that first half? Talk about a dominating display for the Bulls.
They're just...
Thanks, as always.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
Boston shooting just around 32% from the field. And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, BA. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028.
On the court right now for the Celtics. White and Brown and the wingmen. Chris Boucher out there with Jason Tatum. And it's Simons in at point. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks a lot, guys. Well, the Celtics have a great 1-2 punch with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. Tatum said JB always starts the game really aggressive. I'm a naturally laid-back guy. I kind of see things out first, and then I can essentially take over when I need to. We have found that balance. Guys, back to you.
A dangerous duo. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. No good there, off the double clutch.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Tatum, good.
He's really carrying the load, but no man can do it all by himself.
Simons against Giddey on the wing, MP. He got it again! Sensational!
Yeah, another extraordinary effort from him. Now, we've come to expect this as of late.
Yeah, he's now tied for 5th most 40-point games over a single season, setting expectations extremely high. White for 3. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Vucevic has got his 4th rebound in this one. MP outside. And it's Vucevic. That time on the assist by MP. MP's got his 3rd assist of the night. The Celtics have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. And Boston calls time here. MP really making a difference here.
They have to come up with a new wrinkle defensively because he is killing them from deep.
And checking in with our rookie leaderboard. Here are the top scorers over the last 10 games. MP, number 1.
How about this tear he's on? Great scoring numbers over the last 10 games, especially for a rookie.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Brown's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Gotta love the confidence. Brown wasting no time firing away.
And with Jaylen Brown on the wing, he feels like any given night he has the advantage in his matchup.
He's either too fast for the big guys or too strong for the small guys. That's the problem. He is a handful on both ends of the floor also. Once a weakness in Brown's arsenal, now he's a legitimate threat to burn you from deep.
Simons against Giddey. Inside, and stolen by Brown. Pass to Tatum, to the middle. White, good.
They've come into the second half with renewed focus at the offensive end, putting in a big effort.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Chicago making a switch here. Carter's checked in. The Celtics also with a sub. Pritchard's checked in. Carter finds MP. Nails it from beyond the arc. MP's got 43 points.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
And here's Brown for three. Chicago with a rebound.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
And here's MP from outside. And again, it's Chicago with a three.
Shooting while in rhythm. MP has a good sense for when to take these quick shots.
Outside White. Pass to Tatum. Three-pointer. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
In full-on catch-up mode. They're raining threes right now.
And here's MP from outside. On target from range. MP's got 49 in the game.
We've been watching him hold court out of the arc. Just an unforgettable performance tonight.
Tatum, good.
He had a forgettable start to this game, but he's really starting to come alive now.
Bulls leading by 23. Carter, the pass to MP. And it's going to be a 3-second call for Chicago. Collins. Here's Simons. Out to the right wing. Boucher finds Brown. Simons outside. And founded back in 2020, the National Basketball Social Justice Coalition still pushing for voting rights and eliminating bias in the justice system. A lot yet to be done, Grant.
Yes, indeed, B.A. And give them a follow. I mean, it's so much important work, and it takes all of us to really create the change we all hope to see.
They've got Javon Carter. Williams is out there with Zach Collins. Then it's MP, and it's Terry in at the 2. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Outside Tatum. That three's off the mark. Chicago has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. And here's MP from outside. Tatum pulls it in. Tatum's got 4 rebounds now. Simons passes to Tatum.
2 minutes.
Jacks up a 3. Sinks it from distance. Tatum's got 13 in the second half.
Every time Tatum finds his shot, he'll take it. He loves to fill it up from range.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Here's Brown. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
And the balance Brown has on these takes, refusing to let the D get the upper hand.
Grant, the thing about Jaylen Brown, he doesn't need a lot of space to get his shot off.
You know, B.A., he has a quick release and rises high on his jumper. Has a great up fake and can stop on a dime. Usually all the space he needs to find his shot. It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Bulls.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And so they'll chalk up another win and put themselves at 31 wins on the year.
And that'll put a little extra meaning on their next game. No team wants to go 0 for 4 against an opponent, no matter who it is.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for MP.
And he's been a well-oiled machine on offense, keeping things simple on this end, getting the looks that he wanted, knocking him down.
Terry, the pass to Carter. MP against Tatum. Pass to Terry. Here's MP. And that one off the back of the rim and in. MP's got 57 points.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
The kick to Tatum. Outside, Brown. So it's the Bulls winning this one easily. We saw two different teams tonight.
Good, MP.
For years, Bulls Picnic Day has been a common representing Bulls home games this
The week is starting off right. Monday night, and 2K Sports presents the... So, Greg, with All-Star voting underway, there are plenty of deserving players, but only 12 spots for each conference. It is very difficult to choose.
And that's why it feels like someone gets snubbed every year. I'd love to see the league expand the rosters to 15 spots. Remember, we had 12-man rosters back when there were only 9 teams.
We've seen it already this season, and P has an elevated intent to win. Anytime he's matched up against one of the league's power teams. You know what? He loves these kind of challenges.
And I don't expect him to hold anything back tonight. With the success they've had in these tough games lately, he's going to go all out to keep building that momentum.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Luka Doncic out there with Marcus Smart. Then it's Jackson Hayes. And it's LeBron James. And it's Gordon in at the four-man position. And here is Doncic following the three-pointer by MP. Outside for Smart. Clock at 6. That's good from Doncic on the assist by Smart.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, the writing is on the wall. The Lakers are Luka's team now. And it seems quite possible this will be King James' final season with the team after he picked up his almost $53 million player option. While LeBron is not entirely comfortable with the situation from my understanding. And guys, he's got to make the most of every season he has left.
Yeah, you got to roll with the punches. All right, Shams, we thank you very much for that report. And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Well, Billy Donovan had a few moments to share with me. I asked him, how do you plan to deal with Luka Doncic? He laughed and said, I think that's a question the entire league is asking. Luka is amazing. He's been a superstar from day one, and what impresses me the most is his poise. Nothing seems to get to him. Kevin, back to you.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. Throws it down despite the man right in his face. A chance here for a three-point play.
With how well Giddey moves and his 6'8" frame, he's such a tough matchup. There aren't a lot of guys who can guard him.
Now, here's Doncic, one of the most consistent producers in the league. He's averaging around 25.5 points a game. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
Yeah, and you know, coaches honestly wouldn't have as much to do if guys shot like that every night.
There's the competitive fire of LeBron, getting those 3 points right back, always quick with an answer.
For Chicago, they've gotten 6 or 7 shots to fall in the first quarter. They're off and running. And there's the bucket from MP.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. James against MP. Smart wide open. He fires. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist.
Well, this is how competitive Smart is. You drain a 3 on him, he's coming for revenge.
A 3 from MP. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Patrick Williams, he's checked in for the Bulls. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Zeke Naji, he's checked in for Hayes. Maxi Kleber comes in for Gordon. Jake LaRavia is checked in for Smart. And it's Dalton Knecht in for Luka Doncic. Here's Knecht. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. James misses. Chicago leading by 5. Here's MP. That one misses. He has made 7 of his 9 field goal attempts. Down low. Kleber kicks to James. 27 seconds left here in the first quarter. And LaRavia slams it in.
And it's definitely been a shootout here. The first team that actually starts playing some defense may end up having the edge.
MP outside. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D chills.
And here is James. 17 points in his last outing. Lets it go with the 3. The shot comes out. And so it's MP making things happen for the Bulls. He's got 8 three-pointers in the game now. What a job he's doing from long range. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way. This is for Chicago. Bruce Ellis is checked in for Jalen Smith. MP comes in for Patrick Williams. And Josh Giddey subbed in for Javon Carter. They've got Collins. Buzelis out there with MP. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Okoro in at the 2. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against Boston put on a show. He had 57 points, and as we've come to expect, he contributed from the three-point line as well. Such an impressive effort. The team relied on him, and he delivered.
Excellent report, Allie. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
Pass to connect. Now here's LeBron. Fires the 3. MP grabs the miss.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
To the paint. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. And they double up LeBron. Back to Kleber. Lakers passing it around. A shot by LeBron. No good.
Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
To the middle. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Buzelis has got his first points of the game.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Lakers trail by 17. On the wing, James. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. Vucevic checked in for the Bulls. Right comes in for Isaac Okoro. Luka Doncic, he's checked in for the Lakers. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. MP against James. Pass to Buzelis. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. Buzelis has got his second basket of the night. Here's James. You know, Greg, a lot of the best scorers do what's called hunting, looking to create contact with the defender that they've zeroed in on.
Yeah, and that can be a legitimate technique to really negate a shot blocker. But when the offensive player basically initiates all the contact, we could do without some of those cheap foul calls against the defender.
Great delivery on the pick and roll. MP with a good sense of timing.
James outside. To end the run. Pass to LaRavia. 6 on the shot clock. LeBron, no luck.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
MP inside. James defending. Back to MP. The Bulls need to get a shot off. Buzelis' shot is good.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Los Angeles has got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. And Los Angeles with some changes. Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for Maxi Kleber. Gordon comes in for Jake LaRavia. And Smart subbed in for LeBron. Gordon kicks to Doncic. From the arc. Buzelis grabs the board. Bulls leading by 23. To the inside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
And you get the sense that guys are still trying to figure out how to guard Buzelis.
He hits both from the stripe. And so it's Smart. He'll bring up the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
Well, it comes down to preparation. They were ready for that game. and kept the crowd out of it for the most part.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll return shortly.
And swerving off topic for a moment, since this is the halftime show, I was just wondering, what was halftime like in the locker room back when you guys were playing?
I would never.
Changing focus now to that first half, a brutal game so far for the Los Angeles Lakers. And that concludes.
Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, the passing he brings to the table on full display through the first 2 quarters.
Well, it's nothing new for him. They are at their best when he's setting the table like that.
And on the floor for J.J. Redick as we get into the second half. He's out there with Aaron Gordon. Then there's Luka Doncic. Then there's Smart, and it's James in at the small forward.
Well, working without the ball. Smart can play the 1. He can also shift over and be a catch-and-shoot.
Trains the three-pointer.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
James. The 3 for Doncic. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
And we know Doncic has limitless range, but for him, it's about becoming more consistent from deep.
And the 3-ball is good. MP's got 35.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Doncic outside. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
To the middle, stolen by Gordon. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks, guys. Luka Doncic talked about wearing purple and gold. He said it's the Lakers. So many past legends, so many championships. You don't come here for anything else. So I have everything left to prove, and that's the goal. I get to play in the greatest club in the world, and I'm excited for this new journey. Back to you.
A new beginning. Thank you, Allie. Los Angeles calls timeout. And for the Western Conference, we have a chance now to recognize our Player of the Week, Luka Doncic.
And you can see how valuable he is to the team with the amount of offense that he generates. Rarely is there a bucket where he didn't have a hand in creating it.
And here's LeBron outside. It's all in by the Bulls.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
So, staying after an up-and-down start to his career, Kobe White is now a proven scoring threat.
He sure as heck is, Kevin. And it's because of 2 things in my mind. Great confidence and great energy every single night. So he's always running and moving, which gets him space and time to shoot the ball. And when he gets that space and time, he has great confidence to let it fly.
Gordon with no one around. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got 3 assists tonight.
When Gordon is connecting from deep, everything else becomes easier for both him and this offense.
Up top, Giddey. Offensive rebound. MP against LeBron. Goes back up. Buzelis' shot is good. Buzelis has got 4 this quarter.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
LeBron kicks to Doncic. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
And Doncic used to creating kind of a luxury for him to simply catch and shoot.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Zach Collins checked in for Vucevic. Williams comes in for Buzelis. Okoro, he's checked in for White. And it's Carter in for Josh Giddey. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Zeke Naji, he's checked in for Hayes. Maxi Kleber comes in for Aaron Gordon. Jake LaRavia is checked in for James. And it's Connect in for Smart. And a wide open look for it. And good! There's another.
It's unbelievable. He's now 5th in the number of 40-point games in a single season.
One of the more bankable scores this league has ever seen. You have to marvel at his consistency. His scoring has been eye-opening. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Carter's got 4 assists in the game.
Look, this guy is clearly on a heater from deep. If you're the defense, you cannot allow him to shoot it from out there.
The 3 for Doncic. Rebound by Williams.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Count it, good. MP's got 46 points.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
And the rejection by Collins. MP outside. Shoots a fader. The shot, no good. MP getting it done for the Bulls. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here?
He's checked in for Smith. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Hayes, he's checked in for Najee. Gordon comes in for Maxi Kleber. Marcus Smart's checked in for Jake LaRavia. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Connect. We got Patrick Williams. Okoro out there with Carter. Then it's Collins. And it's MP in at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. When LeBron's playing days are over, and GA, who knows when that'll be, what will you remember most about his play?
You know, I don't think there's ever been a player who came into the league with such lofty expectations and not only met those expectations, but fair to say, he's exceeded them.
Terry's checked in for Chicago, and he gets it to go.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
Again, the miss by the Lakers. The Bulls have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. MP right side. Buried from 15 feet out. MP's got 48.
Now, this is what we want from MP. Night after night, an energetic performance on the offensive end.
Here's Doncic. And the rejection by Collins. The drive by MP. Missed inside. Los Angeles has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. 1:53 left in the 4th quarter. Teardrop shot. Rebound the Lakers.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
And we keep seeing franchises' values going up, Greg, including the Boston Celtics last season selling for over $6 billion.
Man, those are some deep pockets. And don't forget the Lakers going for in excess of $10 billion as those well-heeled individuals continue to pay these incredible prices. The pressure to unlock new league revenue streams, listen, it's only going to increase.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Bulls.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so checking out their record tonight, that'll mark win number 32 overall.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for MP.
Well, offensively, they needed him to be aggressive, and he delivered. What a game.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by Chicago.
Carter kicks to MP. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet. MP's got 54 points.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
Eye-popping talent from Doncic. We don't see many players with his size and skill set.
27 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Carter, the pass to MP. That shot missing. Great D that time from James. And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Both free throws good from James. MP with a screen on Doncic. Pass to MP. Can't hit from 12. And they go to the intentional foul.
MP. Fifth personal foul.
First free throw is good.
LeBron James.
And both free throws good for James. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This game may not have been the most attractive.
Thanks, everyone, for joining 2K Sports for this Wednesday evening presentation. Every NBA season has its ups and downs through the year, Clark. Must be hard to stay focused through all that.
Yeah, you're speaking the truth there because, one, the external factors are ever present. Noise from the outside. But also, you're in your own head more than anybody else. So being able to stay focused is critically important. And it's a mental discipline, and it's something that players have to work at.
And a look at the starters for the Bulls. Giddey is the one, with White by his side at the 2. Nikola Vucevic is out there with Buzelis. And it's MP in at the 3.
Yeah, you know, one of the best parts of Nikola Vucevic's game is his great body, excellent hands, and the high motor makes him an outstanding rebounder.
Mathurin against MP. 5 on the clock. Halliburton for 3. Another 3 for Indiana.
Talk about confidence. Halliburton oozing with it. No hesitation off the catch and shoot there.
Giddey passes to MP. Oh, another miss by MP. Indiana's gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. And last season, the Pacers started the playoffs with home court advantage for the first time in over a decade, Grant.
Yeah, the 4th seed in the East, BA. And with a blend of youth and experience on the roster, this is a team built to win now and into the future.
Hey, everybody's got a 3-shot now. MP's is looking really nice.
Halliburton looking over the floor. Up top, Siakam. And you look at the numbers, currently around 22.5 points a game. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
And here's MP from outside. And Toppin pulls it down.
He has not been at his most efficient this quarter.
Outside Mathurin. Down it goes, and a great assist by Halliburton.
He's got that guard quickness. Mathurin showing off his catch-and-shoot ability.
From deep, MP. Got it. 2 for 5 now.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Three-pointer, Halliburton. Buzelis grabs the board. Chicago trailing here. Left side, Giddey. MP outside. Another 3 for Chicago.
You have to be ready to take your shots when they come. And MP was ready this time.
Back to Halliburton. 4-3. It's hauled in by White.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
From deep, MP. That shot, no good. And so it's Siakam with it. He brings it up for the Pacers. They come into this one following the loss to Atlanta.
I actually thought their execution at times was excellent, but they failed to come through in those important moments.
And, you know, it's never easy trying to win away from home. They were close, but just needed a little more push at the end.
He buries it from 3.
Boy, somebody lit a fire under this guy. I mean, he's crushing it right now.
You know, Grant, for a guy who started playing basketball at age 17, Siakam has put together quite the resume.
Yeah, B.A. Pascal is a champion.
Substitution on the court.
Nesmith and Siakam are the forwards. Then there's T.J. McConnell, and it's Huff in at center, filling out the middle. So that's the group out there for Indiana. White, the pass to MP. Counted from distance. MP's got 15.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Down low. Perfect night so far. 2 for 2.
Boy, McConnell, such a heady playmaker. That's a nice pass there.
Chicago leading by 15. Outside Nesmith. Pass to Huff. So nice passing by Indiana here. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And out of bounds, it'll be Chicago ball. And Indiana with some changes. Toppin, he's checked in for Huff. Nembhard comes in for Furphy. And Halliburton is subbed in for McConnell. And the Bulls also making a change. Vucevic, he's checked in for Collins. From deep, MP. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by MP. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. You look at the Pacers, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
Well, right now for Chicago, they have yet to slip up really this year. We're here in the middle of the season, and they've held strong. Now, I think you have to be happy about that as a player.
Indiana making a switch here. Mathurin's checked in. Okoro is checked in for Chicago. Chicago leading by 13. And here's MP from outside. And he's 6 for 12 after that one.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land. Giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Lakers was a man on a mission. He picked up 54 points and hit a bunch of threes. No surprises there. He just went out there and played his game, absolutely owning the opposition in the process. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thanks for the update. Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
Drains the triple.
And that's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
They set the screen. Pass to Buzelis. Good. And the assist goes to MP. Buzelis has gotten his first basket of the night.
Outstanding court awareness by the young MP. When somebody on this team is open, he wants to find it.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Huff's checked in for Pascal Siakam. And a change for the Bulls. Giddey's checked in. 1:05 left in the second. Nembhard outside. Here's Huff. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Halliburton, the pass to Nembhard. Misses the three. Bulls leading by 14. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Picked by Vucevic. And the basket by MP.
Yeah, this defense looks absolutely helpless trying to stop MP right now. He's having his way out there.
Yep, that one goes. Huff's got 6 here in the quarter.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
And here's MP from outside. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
A dominating first half of play. And so far, it hasn't been close. Bulls out in front. They lead by 18. Don't go away. We'll be back momentarily.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready.
Well, right now for the Bulls, there are some high expectations coming into the season, and they can create a lot of pressure on it.
And going back now to that first half, you could say things are going extremely well for the Chicago Bulls. And that's it for halftime.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
Second half underway. Here's who Billy Donovan's got on the floor. Giddey is the one, with White by his side at the 2. Buzelis out there with MP, and it's Vucevic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Thanks. With players signing rich extensions, highlighted by Devin Booker's 2-year, $145 million max contract, we're quickly approaching a time when so-called supermax players will be making over $1 million per game. As shocking as it sounds, the reality is that the best players are already worth more than that to their teams.
It's all about results. Thank you very much for the report, Shams. Oh, got that one up quick. MP's got 39.
There was fire in MP's eyes when he let that shot go. And you knew when it left his hands, it was good.
Nembhard, the pass to Halliburton. They double-team Halliburton. Here's Nembhard. Down it goes, and a great assist by Halliburton. Halliburton's got his 6th assist of the night.
I really like the start here. Great aggressiveness, red hot to start this half.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. The field for the three-point contest is just about set. And no matter what the final list looks like, it's going to be an incredible competition.
It just always is. The winner gets to stake claim as best shooter in the world.
Another one goes! Incredible!
I mean, yet again, he's reached 40 points. He's close to having the 4th most 40-point games in a single year.
Well, we've seen it. He's been on fire all season long.
And they're rolling. 4 straight makes to start the second half.
And few players are more valuable to their teams than Tyrese Halliburton, Grant.
Yeah, he leads the way for them, B.A. An efficient scorer, elite playmaking, and disruptive defensively. And, of course, he makes clutch plays at both ends. And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Let's go with a 3. And Vucevic slams it in.
Well, Vucevic has finished a couple times in the top 10 of offensive boards, in part because of his feel for the game.
Halliburton with the ball, and it's Giddey picking him up.
I wouldn't count on him missing the mid-range shot again. That's a good look for him.
Pass to MP. The 3 is up. And again for 3.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely. Looking to shoot as much as possible. Halliburton, the pass to Nembhard. It's a nice passing by Indiana here. They need this. The Pacers again can't hit. And it's Giddey with the ball for the Chicago Bulls. They've got the Heat ahead of them in their next game in Miami. That'll be just the second road game of 5 in a row.
Just good, aggressive play by Buzelis, not shying away from some physicality inside.
Halliburton, the pass to Mathurin. Back to Halliburton. Fires the 3. Knocks it down from distance. Halliburton's got 12 points in the game.
He's giving them a spark because he can't win this game all by himself.
Indiana's gotten 4 threes to fall out of 5 attempts here in the third. It's good. And give the assist to Siakam. Siakam's got 3 assists in the game. And here's MP from outside. Oh, connects again. And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. So Indiana ends up going with a new group. And taking a look at the last 10 games, these are the teams that have attacked the offensive glass. Indiana with some changes. Pascal Siakam, he's checked in for Walker, and Halliburton is subbed in for Jones. Then for Chicago, Nikola Vucevic is checked in for Collins. MP comes in for Smith, and it's White in for Okoro. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. Huff, oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Well, that's the goal of pick and roll. Get that separation you need.
Nesmith and Siakam are the forwards. T.J. McConnell is out there with Halliburton. And it's Huff in at the 5 down low. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Halliburton with the ball. Now guarded by White. Here's Siakam. Chicago with a rebound. MP scanning the floor. To the paint. Here's Vucevic. It's blocked. Halliburton outside. Offline with a 3.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
MP. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
Well, his scoring has helped them build and sustain this lead. Now he's trying to close it out.
Pacers trail by 17. And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. And Indiana with some changes. Toppin, he's checked in for Huff. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Nesmith. And it's Nembhard in for McConnell. Then for Chicago, Buzelis is checked in for Williams. And it's Josh Giddey in for Carter. And he nails it!
And it's important Mathurin keeps hitting these shots because it'll only help build his confidence.
MP connects again from distance.
Another 3 for him. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
Well, he's just pouring it on, and he's tied for the 5th most triples ever in a single game. Siakam fires. The deep ball by Siakam.
Siakam not going to let them just own the three-point line. He's returning fire with a vengeance.
Here's MP. Shoots a 3. Good. Another from 3.
And this is a historic shooting night for him. Tied for 3rd now for most threes in the game.
And the points keep piling up and the threes keep dropping in. He is red hot from downtown.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so...
Connects again from distance.
He is unstoppable. Completely dialed in from distance.
What an historic night shooting the ball. He now stands by himself for third place in most threes in a game. Topping outside and out of bounds. It'll be Chicago ball.
Unforced turnovers. They'll drive your coach insane.
So it's both teams making substitutions here.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Bulls.
Well, they were focused on being pretend again for three.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps hitting from deep.
Man, he's just exploded from deep tonight. That last make, tying him for second in most threes in a game. Pacers trail by 21. Collins comes with a double. Pass to Walker. Here's Huff. Something the league has worked towards, seeing small market teams competing at a high level, Graham.
Yeah, this league isn't just for the big cities. Smart drafting and team development can make any organization elite. And of course, that's the beauty of it all.
Catching up on the changes for Indiana. Pascal Siakam, he's checked in for Walker. Matherin comes in for Nesmith. Nembhard, he's checked in for Jones. And Tyrese Halliburton subbed in for McConnell. Indiana has gone 4 of 5 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Halliburton, no good. And so it's Carter who brings up the ball for the Bulls. MP outside, takes a three. Huff pulls it in. 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And they recover it. And so it's Carter who brings up the ball for the Bulls. It's an 18-point lead. Nembhard there for the rebound. Matherin outside. And that's in. Here's Carter. MP connects again from distance.
And he's topped his own personal best. A new second-place mark for most single-game triples. He is never shy when it comes time to launch.
Not at all. Casting away and making a little history in the process. What?
and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. Good Friday night to you, sports fans. You've come to the right place. It's the NBA. Here we are now past the midway point of the season, Tim. What kinds of things are you focusing on right now as you take a look at the league?
Well, Kevin, this is where teams separate. There's two paths. Teams that are starting to get themselves ready for a playoff run, and those that are starting to think about their next offseason and angling for a good draft position.
And teams trying to peak at the right time. A very tough thing to achieve, don't you think?
It's critical. You want to be in rhythm and healthy to make that deep playoff run.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. At the guards, it's Giddey at the 1 with White at the 2. Buzelis out there with Vucevic, and it's MP in at small forward. And here is Giddey. After the three-pointer from Norman Powell. A nice shot by MP.
A taste of how competitive MP can be. He wanted to go right back at him.
Powell for 3, and the Heat, another 3.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
MP, no good. So the Bulls, the last game, a win against the Pacers in Indianapolis. And after playing most of his career at the center spot, Greg, do you like Bam Adebayo playing power forward?
Oh, it's great. At 6'9", I felt like he was always undersized at the pivot, making up for it with his strength and toughness, but he has the mobility and the skill to play the 4 without question.
Now Adebayo. After Norman Powell missed from long range. Down to 5 on the shot clock, and there's the defensive 3-second call. And some stats here, guys.